From welcome to the edition number 26 of the Morsk Feed, a very special edition, of course, since it is 1 year since we have started the Morsk Feed. Yes. As such, I am practically in tears, but I shall carry on. My friends, just to remind you to buy my book, He, A Sexual Odyssey. It is not erotica, it is simply sexy as hell. Yes, thank you very much. To go to my website, morskalitmonthly.com, where you will find a new short story, practically every month. Don't hold me to it. And follow me on YouTube and the Podomatic. Yes. And for those of you who wish to write directly to me, this is my mailing address. For those who still use stamps and other such things that practically gone out of business. Friends, welcome to this edition of the Morsk Feed number 26. In this edition, we'll have an exclusive interview with the Donald, live via Morsk Global Satellite, or Smutnik. He recently announced that he was a candidate for the presidency of the United States, and as such we have something in common, as I too am running for candidacy of the president. Friends, on a personal note, in these times of transgendering, transracialing, bizarre realtor candidates for the presidency, it is difficult, if not impossible, to remain upbeat about the heinous dystopian nightmare of our daily lives. One movement, and one alone, threatens to offer a glimpse of hope, a glimmer, and that one movement, a glimmer of hope, as I said, that movement, peanut butter for peace. As friends, peanut butter for peace is the one shining ray of hope for all of us. Unless, of course, you have the peanut allergy, in which case you might as well just forget about the whole thing. And another personal note, friends, I have decided that in these times of gender, race and protoplasmic polymorphism, I, as Stephan Morsk, am no longer French. Yes, my friends. Yes, my friends. I have come to the realization that I am more comfortable identifying myself as Mexic-Asian. Yes, Mexic-Asian. I have always felt Mexic-Asian since I was a little French boy growing up in the suburbs of Paris. Yes, although I will always remain a Francophile, I have decided to identify myself as Mexic-Asian primarily to enjoy the food. Who can deny the effervescence of tacos and kung pao? Although I considered changing my name to Esteban Chen, I have decided, for the sake of my brand, to remain Stephan Morsk. But inside, where it truly counts, I feel nothing, if not like a lousy driving, machete wielding, taco a lo mein eating Mexic-Asian. Thank you. And now for this month's stories, this week's stories, in fact. Donald Trump declared his candidacy for president by saying, quote, "I will be the greatest president God ever created," unquote. At the same time, he managed to insult Mexicans, Jeb Bush, Saudi Arabia, and many other groups and people. When this was pointed out to the candidate, he said, quote, "Hey, I never said I was diplomatic, just incredible." Point well taken, the Donald. Point well taken. And by the way, in a few moments we will have an exclusive interview with the Donald live via Sputnik satellite. Rachel Dolezal, head of a local NAACP chapter, was revealed to be white by her biological parents. When asked to comment, she said, quote, "I only relate to people who are secure in their personal identities, like my friends Bruce Jenner, Brian Williams, and Sybil from that movie." Excellent reference, Rachel. Excellent reference. Senator Mark Kirk called Republican Senator Lindsey Graham a, quote, "bro with no hoe," unquote. Lindsey Graham, a candidate for the president, said he'd have a rotating first lady if he gains the White House. Kirk said he made the comment in jest. Graham, in response, said, quote, "I said I'd have a rotating first lady or a flotus who's a HOTUS." Well, Kirk stands corrected then, I guess. Well, that is the last news story for this week. By the way, Hoda, you spurious oversight of errand amour, you erstwhile crustacean of lust, I love you. That is insolence. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, my exclusive interview with the Donald live via Sputnik satellite. Let's see if I can pull him in by Sputnik satellite. Hello, the Donald, is that you?
Of course it's me. I'm the most incredible presidential candidate God ever created.
Well, yes, although I too am running for the presidency.
You call that running? It looks more like crawling to me.
Well, perhaps so. How does it feel to be running for the president?
Fantastic. I've had such an enormous response, I almost amaze myself.
Well, let's cover a few issues. What is your stance, let's say, on abortion?
I am so filthy rich.
How about the death penalty, for example? Are you for this?
I have such enormous talent, I don't need to consider every single issue. It's enough that I'm going to turn the brand of this United States into a world power again.
Well, the Donald, how would you go about defeating ISIS then?
Look, I don't need to worry about them. Once I'm president, they'll be so petrified, they'll all turn and run. I have that effect on people. I'm ginormous.
Yes, well, that is perhaps true. What would you do, for example, about education?
We're falling behind in every single area of education. A third grader in Bangladesh can outspell any eighth grader in this country. I will give $1 million to every school that improves its SAT scores by 25 points or more. Case closed.
Okay, well, that sounds pretty good. What would you do then about Putin?
I will outsmart, outgun, outmaneuver Putin so badly he'll beg us to take over the Ukraine.
Well, I see. And Mexico?
Like I said, Mexico will pay us to put up a wall. Listen, I wrote Art of the Deal. Don't forget that.
No, I won't. Do you believe in the gay marriage?
I am filthy, unimaginably rich.
I know, but oops, I think we may have lost the connection with Donald. Hello?
And I'm inviting Obama to play on my course on the Potomac and to come down to my beautiful house, Mar-a-Lago, and have a beer with me, Bill Cosby, Ivanka, and that weird priest he used to go to in Chicago.
Hello, I think we may have possibly lost the connection with Mr. Donald. Okay, that is your exclusive interview with the Donald. And now, for the hearing impaired, since I am fluent in sign language, I will translate what the Donald has said. Well, yes, we have time for just a few Twitters from around the globe. Some of the Twitterers have altered their name slightly so as to remain anonymous. The first one is from a Donald Drump, who writes, quote, I am so incredible, I should never have agreed to a stupid interview with a chump like you. Even my hair is upset about it. Hashtag the Donald Trumps all. Well, Donald, I appreciate those heartfelt comments, but it seems odd coming from a phony presidential candidate with a beaver tail hair like yourself. The next one is from a Wyan Brilliams, who writes, quote, I was present when the U.S. invaded Canada in 2008, along with Bill O'Reilly, and I was nearly hit by an exploding snipe. Hashtag lying is fun. Well, Wyan, I believe you might have been there. Along with 2 flying pigs, an Australian hypnotist, and 7 juggling geese. The last one is from Dara Kelevin, who writes, quote, every time I see you on the Morsk Feed, I feel a sudden rush of heat between my legs, and my breasts secrete a frothy amber excrescence. Hashtag mouth to groin worship. Well, Dara, I appreciate this sentiment, but it is the same sentiment voiced by millions of sexy female viewers like yourself all over the globe. You anorexic, titless, bisexual model type, you. Well, my friends, this brings us to the end of edition 26 of the Morsk Feed. That is excellence, friends. Until next time, I bid you adieu, my friends. I bid you adieu. I love you. Demented, some of you no doubt are. Adieu. I love you. Let me turn it off. I said turn it off, you imbecile. Must I do everything myself?